Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, June 9th, 2020, and the U.S. stock market is closed. I just posted on Twitter and StockTwits that today was a trader's nightmare. I have seen now in 2 days, I've been to heaven and I've been to hell in trading. And all I can do is tell you what happened. Uh, I will preface my comments with saying, in spite of all this, I did not lose money today, but I did lose a lot of open trade equity. We had on the close yesterday $378,000 in open trade equity on the close yesterday, and I closed all that out with positive just over $66,000. In other words, I saw the open trade equity deflated from yesterday to today by over $300,000. That set some records for me. I don't think I've had that much open trade equity as I did yesterday, and I don't think I've ever seen so much open trade equity disappear overnight. This was caused by, it wasn't caused by the Dow. The Dow did fall 300 points today, but that's pretty minimal. There's nothing in the Dow action today to reflect anything that would cause all those losses. Those losses were caused by a reversal in the energy markets, which we were trading, but most of it, almost all of it, had to do with what I'll call a black swan event in Chesapeake Energy Corporation. And I'm going to show you that chart and explain what happened there in just a second. But, all I can say is this kind of stuff happens in trading. Not much you can do about it, but it really, I've just, I'm actually been nauseous for part of today. It just takes your breath away to see something like this happen. Some morons on StockTwits are suggested, not more than one or two of them. Many of them congratulated me, but a couple of them seemed to think that any idiot would have gotten out of all his trades near the close yesterday. And of course, that's all hindsight. But apart from that, I trade an algorithm, and I will defend being disciplined and trading that algorithm no matter what, and not trying to second guess things. I've been doing this a long time, and I know as soon as you start trying to second guess your algorithm, you'll lose a lot of money over time. And as I say, I still made $68,000 today. We're way ahead for the year. I'm way ahead over 30 years of trading, and I will still continue to advocate trading the algorithm and being disciplined. And you just can't foresee everything that is going to happen. I'm going to show you. We got it by, I just admit, we got into 6 new positions today. 2 are positive, 4 negative, and we're carrying negative $265 in open trade going into tomorrow. I'm not worried about any black swan event on those 6 positions. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 trades. One is just a conventional trade that we got into yesterday. This is TVIX. That's the Velocity Shares bear. It's going to go up when the Dow goes down. We got into that right at the end of the day yesterday. I was kind of surprised to see it, but as you see with the Dow going down today, this gap's up, and we're actually holding positive $3,700 in TVIX, and then we're holding a lesser number in UVXY. So we're doubled up in these inverse stock positions going into tomorrow. Okay, this is the one I really want to talk about, and this is the one that caused all the problems for us today. This is CHK, Chesapeake Energy Corporation, back on Thursday. We bought this when it closed on Thursday. I had $1,600 in profit, and then on Friday it just screamed. I can't remember about exactly how much we had there on the close. It would have been around $50,000 on the close on Friday. And then yesterday, on Monday, it gaps way up, and I've never seen anything do. I honestly, I can't remember seeing a stock get this crazy as this thing did yesterday. And when this closed yesterday, I had $223,000 in open trade profit in CHK. So I'd gone from $1,600 in profit here on Thursday to the close on Monday having $223,000 in profit. And of course, this is what some people are screaming at me and saying I was an idiot for not selling it then. And of course, they're all looking at what happened, and hindsight is 2020, but the algorithm that I trade said hold it. Okay, what happened is after the close, the company announces bankruptcy. And you can bet, and I believe me, I've been around this so long, you can bet that this rally that we had on Monday may have been set up in some way. I don't know how it was set up, have no idea, but you better believe that all the insiders in Chesapeake Energy Corporation knew they were going to file bankruptcy after the markets closed, and they sold all their stocks and lined their golden parachutes selling into this massive rally. They just made tons of money on it, and then of course left customers holding the bag. We didn't hold the bag because we had bought it way back here, so we were stopped. Okay, and then to make this even worse, it took them 3 hours this morning to open trading in this. So this thing's open, stocks open here at 10:30 New York or 9:30 New York time, and CHK isn't trading. My computer is still saying I have $223,000 in open trade, but the stock isn't trading. And by then I've heard about the bankruptcy thing, so I know it's going to gap down. People on StockTwits are saying it's going to open at zero. You just can't believe the things that people will write when they don't know anything. I knew it wasn't going to open at zero, but I knew we were going to take a hit on it. And yeah, we took a hit. Our algorithm, after 3 hours, they opened trading. Our algorithm still is working on it, even 3 hours after they open. And we do not exit a trade the first 15 minutes of the day no matter what, because we don't want to get caught in this opening range mess. And because of that, the algorithm actually did pretty good. We didn't get filled down here. Right there was the open, and it waited 15 minutes, and by then price had popped up here quite a bit, and we got out here and we still managed to take $50,000 in profit out of Chesapeake Energy Corporation. But we went from 223,000 open trade up here to 50,000 closed out here. So, go figure. That's where most of that loss in open trade equity went. It was in the single stock, and it had to do with this manipulation that was done so the company could file bankruptcy. And believe me, I've seen this happen many times, but I never got caught in it in such a way that I saw such huge profits the day before they pulled the fast one here. But it happened, and you just got to live with it. And all I can say in my defense is, yeah, I saw $300,000 in open trade disappear, but I still didn't lose money. I still made over $66,000 today. We're certainly not going under, not at all. We have great profits for the month of June in spite of this, and it's just a lesson learned. And you can't trade and not expect this kind of thing to not happen. The stock market is not well regulated. There's a lot of stealing that goes on all the time. It's a corrupt business, and you gotta, to make money in it, you gotta be able to outsmart the crooks a little. And we outsmarted the crooks by buying way back here. Just think of the people that bought this rally yesterday. Think of the people that were buying up here on the close. Think about what they lost. We just lost open trade. We didn't lose real money. We made real money. We actually made $50,000 on the trade. Okay, I'm over my nausea now, and I'm laughing a little and just gonna write this up to experience. Trader Bob is signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.